Good morning, students. Good afternoon. So, two topics remaining on searching, that is Fibonacci search and hashing. Okay. So, we will discuss about Fibonacci search. So, it is the efficient searching method. Okay. So, this searching method also uses the divide and conquer technique. So, divide and conquer means you have to divide the problem into sub problems and find the sub problems. Find divide the problem into sub problems of the same size. Okay, so after dividing the sub problems, you find the sub problem solution and combine that all sub problem solutions. You find the you get the solution to the original problem. That is our divide and conquer approach. The same procedure we follow here. Okay, so here, what is Fibonacci? What is Fibonacci series? You already know about the Fibonacci series. You already know the Fibonacci series. You studied in C. Okay. Here I am writing the Fibonacci series here. So we're taking two values. One is 0 and another one is 1. One. So what is Fibonacci series is here. Considering Fibonacci of k equal to, for I am considering 0 and 1 as two variables I am taking. By adding the sum, we call the series. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Then this 1 plus 1 is 2. Then 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. 2 plus 1 is 3 and 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 8. So in this way we call it as a Fibonacci series. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to this is the Fibonacci series. So you have to find the searching element in the given data. So you have to find the searching element in the given data. Okay. So just see example and I will explain with this is the algorithm. So first you have to find the fk Fibonacci number. Okay, see k is the kth Fibonacci number. Okay, so how many numbers you have to calculate, that is our Fibonacci number. So then check the condition which is greater than or equal to n. So Fibonacci number is the greater than or equal to the given n size. The Fibonacci number is greater than or equal to the given n size. Okay. So if f of k equal to 0 means there is no element to found, so stop here. Then take one offset variable. We are considering it as -1. Initially taking the -1. Then you have to check if I equal to, this is the condition you have to check. If I equal to minimum of offset plus f of k minus 2 comma n minus 1. In this you have to consider the minimum value that assigned to the I. Okay. After finding the minimum value of offset plus f of k minus 2 comma n minus 1, in these two you have to find the minimum value. Then check the minimum value with s. S is our searching element. If the searching element is equal to the a of I, return the searching element found, then stop. So then if the condition false, then the number is greater than the a of I. If the number is greater than the a of I value, then decrement k by 1 and initialize the offset value with I and repeat steps 4 and 5. Okay. If the element is less than a of I, then decrement k equal to k minus 1, repeats steps 4 and 5. So every time you have to check I value and find the minimum value, then check the S value. If match, return set found, otherwise repeat the steps 4 and 5. Okay, so I will explain this with example. Okay, so just 1 minute, students. Just to see, I'm just writing an example here. Okay, so I am considering one array. Okay, so that is A. I'm considering array as A. So A equal to, I'm taking the array elements as 2 and 2, 5, 7, 13. These are all Fibonacci numbers only. 21, 28. Last one is 31. So what is my array size? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my n equal to 6 here. Okay. So what is the k value means? So k equal to 6 elements I am considering. So k equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am k equal to considering as 6 elements. So that is I am taking f of k. The f of k values as 0, 1, initially 1, comma 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So total, how many elements are there in this example? Total 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is our array. So I am setting element s equal to, I am considering as 7. Okay. This is my array, students. Okay. I'm taking here as another values 13, comma 20. So I want to set the value as 7. So these are the Fibonacci series numbers. Okay. So I am considering here k equal to 6. So k equal to 6. Okay. So total k equal to 6 means I consider only 6 values. So this is my what first condition is here. What f of k for kth value is 6 here. This value is greater than or equal to n value. So n value is this one, that is 8. f of k values. F of k value is 8. Okay, so this value is greater than n. So what is n value? Is n value is 6. So 8. So this is greater than n. So condition true. Okay. Here first step, find the kth Fibonacci number. So f of k. So f of k is 8, which is greater than or equal to n. So in this example, my k value is 6. Kth value, f of kth value in sixth position is 8. So we don't consider these two values because we are taking only 6 values. So 0 to 6, that is 8 values. So k value is 6, f of k is 8. Okay, what is the n value here? N value is 6. So 8 is greater than 6, so condition true. If f of k equal to 0, so f of k is not 0, then you have to consider offset equal to 1. Okay, we considering offset equal to 1 here. So I'm writing here offset equal to 1. Initially, I'm considering offset equal to -1. Okay. So first, f of kth value. So k is 6, f of k is 8. That is greater than n. So condition true. Then what we have to do is, my searching element is 7. Okay. My searching element is 7. And n is also 0, 1, 2, 3. So n value is 7 here. And searching element is 7. So what we have to do, just write the formula here. So I equal to minimum of, okay, I equal to minimum of offset. Offset is -1 plus f of k. So what is the f of k value here? Okay, what is the f of k value here in this? Just divide the part into subparts. So the f of value is what here? F of value is 3. F of k value is 3 because the mid value is here. So we find it. So f of k value is 3, comma. So just see the formula here. You can understand. Offset plus f of k minus 2. Okay. Offset plus f of k minus 2. So f of k, what is the k value here? K value is 6. So 6 minus 2, uh, that is 4. So in this, the fourth value is 3. Okay. I just write here, students. Don't confuse. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So k equal to 6. So f of k minus 2, that is 6 minus 2, that equal to 4. So in fourth location, what is the value here? 3, comma. Next, consider the formula here, comma n minus 1. Total n value is how much? N value is 7. So 7 minus 1 is here 6. Clear, students? Then what is the I value? I value is here 2 comma 6. The minimum one is 2. So I equal to 2. Now I value is 2. Okay. Now I value is 2. Then what we have to do, if S of S equal to A of I. So what is A of 2 value? A of 2 value is here 7. So here A of 2, what is this? Here what we have to do is, next condition is S equal to A of I. So that is S value is 7 and A of I means here I value is 2. So A of 2, since A of 2 the data is 7. So what we get is we get the value 7. So set is found. Okay. I equal to 2 means searching element is found here. Okay. For example, if you want to search the element, we change that if you want to search the element is 21. Okay. So in this case, what happened? I value is 2 come here. Then what will, so here I equal to 2 means A of 2 is 7. So searching element is 21. So what happened here? Does not match. So when the condition is does not match, what we have to do is just move to the algorithm. If the condition fails, so this condition fails. So if S of S greater than or A, S is greater than A, S is greater than S is greater than A, then what we have to do is K equal to K minus 1, K value is 6. So 6 minus 1 is what we get is K equal to 6, 6 minus 1, offset equal to 2. Again repeat the steps. Okay. See here. So what we have to do is K equal to K minus 1. Okay. So here what we have to do is if the condition check the condition S greater than or equal to A of I, just decrement K by 1. So what is the K value here? In this example, K value is 6. So 6 minus 1, that is 5, comma, you offset to consider as I, so I value is here. So offset equal to 2. Okay, again you move to this formula. Okay, so what we have to do is f of same here same procedure. So instead of 2 we get the value, instead of minus we get the value is 2 here. 2 plus 3 is 5, comma 6. So in this minimum is 5. Okay. Okay, what we have to get is here 5. So just substitute here 2 and formula. What is the formula here? See the formula here. Offset plus f of k minus 2 comma n minus 1. The f of k minus 2 is 3. So 3 plus 2 5 comma n minus 1 is 6. So 5 comma 6. So in this minimum is 5. Okay. Then check the condition. So what the condition here? So 21 equal to A of 5. A of 5. So A of 5, you have to check the condition A of 5. A of 5 is 28. Okay. So here the condition fails. So here condition fails means then check the A value S of I and this value. Then check the condition S and this S A of I greater than this one. So what we have to do? K equal to K minus 2, repeat. So K equal to K minus 2. So K equal to K minus 2 means what is the K value here? 6, 6 minus 4, that is 6 minus 4, that is 2. So 6 minus 2, that is 4. Now what the k value is here? 4. Okay. So in this way you have to check and you have to do this algorithm by using these steps to search the given array. Okay, clear students? Just see. Okay, sorry. Uh, 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay. So k value f of k minus 2, k equal to k minus 1 means k value is 5. So f of f of k is f of k minus 2, that is 5 minus 2, that is 3. Here I offset is 2. So 2 plus 3, 5, 5 comma 6. In this minimum is 5. Just check this condition false. Then what we have to do? K equal to k minus 2. Actually k minus k value, what is the k value here? 6. 6 minus 2 is k. Okay. What is the value here? 6 minus 2, that is 4. So k value is 4. What is the formula here? I'm writing here k equal to 4. Okay. Offset equal to previously 2. Okay. Now what we have to do? I equal to minimum of offset is 2 and f of k minus 2, that is f of k is 4. 4 minus 2, that is f of 2 comma f of 2 comma what this value here and value is 6. So in this minimum, what is the minimum f of 2? What is the f of 2 value is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3 comma 6. So 3 minimum is 3. So you have to compare with the a of 3. So 21 is equal to the a of 3 is 13. So this is less than this one. Again you check, then you find 21. So this is about Fibonacci set. Okay, clear students? Just compare this value, and if the condition is greater than ai, then k equal to k minus 1 offset type. Okay, move again step 4. If the a of value is s value is greater than s value is less than a of I, then k is decremented by 2 and repeat 4 and 5. Okay, clear students? Or any doubt? So this is Fibonacci set. Then next we move to the hashing. So here hashing is another important concept. So here we are using the hash function to find the value in the given table. So here we are store the values in the table with index. So by searching that index, you have to find the given value. So here hashing is important and widely used technique for implementing in dictionaries. So just to find the so you find the searching element when as compared to other searching techniques, it find the values in big O of 1 time. So here what is the hash means? Use hash function to map keys into position in the hash table. So we have here we have one hash table is there. Okay, I will explain. So just here we have student key, ID is the key, and H is the hash function. So we have to find the key is present in the hash function or not. Find the hash table. Just here we are using hash function. So what is hash function means? we have to just h of k equal to k mod 10, that is our hash function. So n is the table size, k mod n. So here what we have to do is we hash function h of k equal to, here h of k equal to k mod n. This is our finding the modding function. So here n is the table size. N indicates the table size. So what is the use of hash function? Hash function is used to store and retrieve the data in big O of time. Okay. So consider this example. Okay. So consider this example. I am considering table size as 5. So n equal to 10. So my k is here key. So now just I am inserting the values, then I find the key value. So what I have to do is, first value is 24. So 24 mod 10 is, what is the remaining here? 4. So in fourth location, we store the value 24. Similarly, 52, second location, we store the value 52. 91 we store here, 67 store here, 48 store here, and 83 store here. Just we mark and that location we store here. Okay. If the location is not, for example, if you have another number 93. So if there is in third location we have another element, so you cannot insert there. Okay. So in this way you have to use the hash function to store the values in hash table. So here I store the hash values. Okay. So now I want to set the 67. So 67 mod 10 means seventh location. So seventh location I found the value 67. Okay, clear students? Fibonacci search and hash function. Okay, clear students? Anyone reply with the message? Clear Fibonacci search and hash. Is it clear students or any doubt? Anyone reply me? So far clear? So in this way, you have to calculate the hashing function. Okay, clear? So we discussed all the searching techniques, binary search, linear search, Fibonacci search, and hashing. Okay. Then today we discuss sorting technique, that is merge sort. Okay, so this one also uses the divide and conquer approach. Okay, see the merge sort. So this is one of the most popular sorting algorithms. Here also, just like quicksort, this also use the same principle, divide and conquer algorithm. So here the problem is divided into sub problem. Okay, then finally sub problems are combined and we get the solution to the finally we combine the solutions of sub problems that will come as the final solution to the given problem. So here this is my problem. So total this array contains 6 elements. Just I divide it by 2 only. So I just divide this one. This contains 6. Okay, I divided 3 into 3. See here, after 3, one array is divided by 2, and that is 1, and this one is 2. Again, I divide this one. Okay, so we just divide the problem into sub problems. Here, why we divide the problem by we using by 2. So this by 2, here we get 3. Then by 3 by 2, 1 point something. So I am considering one, and another is 2. I am here considering one element, here 2 elements. Okay, here also 1 element and 2 element. Okay, again this is divided by 1, 2, only get 1 value. Here I divided by 2, get 2 individual values. Okay, so here we separately all the values into single. Now what we have to do is, after these sub problems, then we have to merge the sub problems and find the solution. See here, after dividing this, this is single, so you don't consider this one. Now in this, these are 2 values. So what we have to do, we have to arrange them in sorting order. So I arrange this 5, 12 in sorting order. Okay, so here 10 remains as it is. Here in these 2, we merge them and arrange in sorting order. So arrange in sorting order. Then we compare these 3 elements and arrange in sorting order. We compare these 3 elements, we arrange in sorting order. Okay, so after that, after this is in one sorted area, this one is another sorted area. When we are getting 2 sorted elements, then we have to sort. We compare these 2 elements and sort, and the final solution is here. So how we do this? These 2 values. See here. First, we have to divide conquer and problem. So we divide the problem into sub problems. Okay. So after sub problems we get, then we have to merge them. So this is my one subpart. This is another subpart. Consider this example. So here, when we merge means we are considering 2 sorted arrays. Remember that. Okay. See in this example what we have to do. This is one sorted part and this is another sort. So this is sorted array A, this is sorted array B. So when we have 2 sorted arrays, then we merge them. Okay, with taking one array and comparing these one sort and store the result. I will explain the procedure in the next here. So this is merging, how we done. So first what we have to do, first to divide the arrays into 2 subparts and find the solution to one left subpart and find the solution to the right subpart. After getting 2 sorted arrays, then we have to perform merge sort. So now this is my sub part 1 and this is sub part 1. Then we are considering one temporary array to store the result. So I compare the this part with this one. Okay. So see here I am considering this array as A of index I and this array as B of index J. So this is my result store, that is C of index K. Okay, if I equal to 0, okay, I equal to 0 and here J equal to 0. Okay, here K equal to 0. I compare I value A of I with B of I. So which one is minimum? So this is A of 1 value is minimum. So I result stored here. Okay. Then I increment I by 1 because I store the result here. Then I increment I by 1. So I value is now 5 and J I cannot store any value in C. So I just I cannot increment J because this value will not move. So now I compared 5 value with this J. Which one is minimum? This one is minimum. So I store this one here and increment I by 1. Now I value is here. Then this value is compared with 6 here. When comparing 6, I is greater and j value is less, so j store here and j is incremented by 1. Okay, so 6 store here because high greater than value, so we cannot increment. So high as it is and j value increment here. Okay, j stored here. Again, I compared with I with j. So j is less. So that value is stored in the array, the destination array, and I stay here. So after that, I there are no elements in the B. So what we have to do? We just directly store these two values in the remaining array. This we call it as a merging. So merging will perform only the merging will perform only when the two arrays are in sorted order. So how they are in sorted order? First we have to divide the array into two subparts, that is part A and part B. Then after sorting part A, part B, then you have to uh, transfer that into, then we have to perform merging. Okay, clear? This is our merge sort. Clear, students, or any doubt? Here divided into a of 0 1, a of 2, and a of 0 0, a of 1 1, a of 2 2, a of 3 3. Then you compare these two values and sort in ascending order. Okay, I sorted in this ascending order, here also ascending order. Then we have to follow the merge. When we merge, here the algorithm maintains 3 pointers, one each of two arrays and one for maintaining the correct of the final sorted array. So this is my sub array 1, this is my sub array 2. I am comparing these two, then which number is minimum I store here. The next number, next minimum, next number, next minimum. So this is our merge sort. Okay, clear, students? Here, see this example also, students. Just divide the array into two subparts. Okay, here after here this divide, individually divide. Okay, then you have to perform merging. Just divide the array into single one. So 14 7, these are the values. So here we get to see here. Then what we have to do? We have to merge these two. Compare and ascending order. These two compare ascending order. These two compare ascending order. These two compare ascending order. Then these two compare ascending order. These two compare ascending order. So after this, what we have to do? This is one sorted array. This is another sorted array. Then we have to perform merging by considering another array, and we have to compare these two. Which one is minimum, that is stored, and this one is incremented by 1. So in this way, we have to perform the merge sort algorithm. Clear, students, or any doubt? Okay. This is merge sort. Okay, clear? Or any doubt? Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about iterative merge sort and recursive merge sort, then heap sort, then radix sort. Okay. Today we end the class. Tomorrow we will see the remaining topics. Thank you.